Hello, my name is Giancarlo Prisco, and I have the honor to be the scalper of XMLI education. Today will be a pleasure for me to stay some minutes with you because I would like to give you some tips about this fantastic style of trading and give you a clear view about what is scalping, how to do scalp. First one, remember that scalping is a fast technique where you enter in very low time frame on the asset and take some pips in question of seconds and minutes. Of course, it seems something not clear or something difficult, but the reality is totally different. First one, remember that in the scalping we have to minimize the use of indicator. We use lower sides and we have to minimize the losses. To do this, we have to a clear chart, and we have to focus our attention on the movement of the market in the lowest time frame. Normally, we work between 1 and 5 minutes, and of course, with the lower sides, we are able to enter more time in the market, and with the correct management of our losses in the account, we can avoid disaster. So essentially, we have to work with lower sides. We dedicate a percentage of the account so we can avoid this type of problem. Second time, we have to use a specified strategy. The strategy I propose in the XM Live Education is focused on price action and volume, and we can associate some candlestick pattern. So this combo with we use every time in XM offer a lot of opportunity during the day, and we open live trade practically every time we do this session. So we show how to manage the trade, the stop loss, the trailing stop, etc. The time frame is very important. Even we work on 15, 5, and 1 minute time frame. We have also to dedicate time to understand the general context on the market. So it's important that we dedicate time on all time frame to see the most important movement and the general trend. Another important element that we can use with scalping is to work after the financial announcement or a great event like Federal Reserve meeting or non-farm payroll or inflationary data, depending of the time we lived. In this moment, these are the most important news, but market generate a big volatility, so we can have a great movement practically in most volatile asset. So to choose our market is very important properly to select the most liquid and the lowest spread instruments. Even you are a fan of, for example, of dollar Mexican peso, you cannot do scalping on this because there are low volatility. So we are focusing first one in USA indexes that are my favorite, and after you can also dedicate some opportunity of this in instruments, very liquid instruments like euro dollar, for example, or gold, oil, that in a certain part of the day then can offer a very important movement. My favorite instruments, of course, are the indexes, especially Standard & Poor, Dow Jones, and the European index DAX. So in this instrument, I'm able to manage very good volatility, and I can find a lot of opportunity during the day. Just to conclude, I would like to remember something very important, some tips that you have some more indication of the advantage and disadvantage very fast. Remember that this technique is very effectiveness, but at the same time reduce you don't have overnight risk, but at the same time remember that you need to do an effect system that I show you in exam education. At the same time remember that the psychological emotional pressure is very high, so you have to give time to yourself to manage this. Anyway, remember that if you want to learn to scalp, I wait for you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 10 a.m., 11 a.m. GMT time in advanced room only in XM Live Education. So thank you very much for your attention. I'm waiting for you to convert you in a big scalper.